So we are back on the AI Agent Store doing our usual scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we see, I don't know, a dozen new chatbots a day. But I've stopped on this page for Osvi AI. It seems to be hitting a very specific pain point.
It really is. It's going after the one thing most businesses kind of ignore, which is the phone line.
Right.
And you're right, this isn't just another little text box that you stick in the corner of a website. This is a voice agent. It's built to handle the actual chaos of calls coming in and going out.
Looking at the features here, I mean, he's basically replacing the front desk, isn't it? It's scheduling appointments, answering all those repetitive FAQs that, burn out your staff.
Totally. And it's triaging support tickets. It's a real functional layer.
But the outbound part is what stands out to me.
That's what makes it so different. I mean, usually outbound AI is just, it's painfully robotic.
Yeah.
But Osvi seems to have enough autonomy to, say, run a whole lead qualification campaign or verify insurance info without a human having to press go on every single call.
See, that level of autonomy, it usually scares me because of latency.
The lag.
The pause.
Yeah.
But that brings us to the tech they're talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
They don't use a standard, monolithic LLM prompt. They're using something called agent flows.
And that is the crucial part. Most AI agents, you give them this huge paragraph of instructions, the prompt, and you just hope it stays on script.
Uh-huh.
That takes a ton of processing for every single word, and that's what causes that awkward 3-second silence on the phone.
Which instantly kills the illusion. I hear that pause, I'm hanging up.
Me too.
Who?
Osvi's agent flows are different. Think of it less like an actor trying to invent a line and more like a really smart choose-your-own-adventure map.
Okay.
The AI knows exactly which paths it can take next based on what you say.
So it's faster because it isn't, scanning its entire brain for an answer. It's just looking at the next couple of steps on the map.
Speed is one thing, yeah, but control is the really big one. It's much, much harder for the AI to hallucinate or just make stuff up when it's stuck on that flow.
Which, for a clinic or a sales team, is everything. That reliability is non-negotiable.
Exactly.
And speaking of reliability, they address another huge issue, the human handoff. We've all been there.
Oh, absolutely.
You spend 10 minutes telling your life story to a robot, it transfers you, and the human on the other end says, "So, how can I help you today?"
It just defeats the whole purpose of the automation in the first place.
Right.
Osvi seems to solve this with what they call context preservation, because that whole conversation is happening on that graph, that map we talked about. The system knows exactly where the user is. When it hands off the call, it passes that little data package over too.
So the human agent picks up exactly where the bot left off. No repeating yourself.
Precisely. And it can even switch languages mid-conversation if it needs to.
It really feels like this was built for high-volume places, healthcare, logistics, sales teams, anywhere. You just can't afford to waste time.
I think it signals a real shift in how we think about voice tech. We're finally moving away from the rigid press one for sales.
Thank goodness.
But we're also avoiding the total chaos of a completely unconstrained AI. It's more of a fluid, managed conversation where the machine actually follows business logic.
It's the end of the phone tree as we know it.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to see how that graph-based flow actually works, the link is up at aiagentstore.ai.
And if you found this breakdown useful, please drop us a rating. It helps more than you know.
Thanks for listening.